Hi, today we're going to talk about EON AI Assist and how you can make the entire experience better. The first question we have to ask ourselves is, what can you do with EON AI Assistant? Let's listen in. He will give us 4 different options.
Create, assist, library, prompts.
Okay, create, assist, library, and prompts. But what does that really mean? Let's start with create.
Create experiences in XR.
Okay, I got it. So you start straight in XR and you hold your phone and you can create experiences. I think I got that. Let's go to next. How about assist? What does that mean?
Assist in guiding in the real world.
Okay, so you can assist someone in the real world like I did with making pancakes or fixing my boiler. I understand. Let's go to next. XR library. I think I got that one. That's when you link to the user interface. So you don't start with the user interface. That's an option. You start straight in augmented reality, skipping that, but having that at your fingertips anytime. The XR library, correct?
Library consisting of 6 million 3D assets and lessons.
That's it. So we have the lesson and we can access the assets. Okay, prompts. This one is new. So I think I know this one. So if we want to go to maintenance, repair operations, outside education or training, outside education or traveling or languages, you can create prompts that can guide you in those areas. Correct?
Prompts consisting of specific segment solutions.
Okay, I got it. So we need to go into a little bit more depth on this one to understand. Let's move on. So now if you stay to create, you'll be able to select from 8 category areas, or you can just ask any question. So you have 2 choices. For people that want to be pioneers and are confident they can create content, they just say, I want to learn about anything, honey badgers. For people that are a little bit more uncertain and need some structure and help, they have the AI portal to the left with the 8 categories. Let's have a look.
We have the following 8 category areas: liberal arts, mathematics, science, engineering, social and behavioral science, kinesiology, athletic training.
And I think you missed technical vocational training, but that makes it. Yeah, you're right. So I can select create and then I can click on one like liberal arts and then I get a lot of curriculum and then eventual lessons in that area. Correct? Okay, so let's try the TVET categories.
Advanced manufacturing, agriculture, aircraft maintenance, architecture, automotive technology, carpentry, construction, cosmetology, criminal justice, culinary arts, hospitality, electronic technology, environmental studies, fashion, forensic science, forestry, heavy equipment, horticulture, interior design, jewelry, gemology, mining, military science, plumbing, safety, tourism, unmanned systems, welding.
Wow, that was a lot. So I can click on any of these. Let's say if I click on advanced manufacturing, what happens then? Oh, okay, you talk about fine media arts. Okay, let's start with that then. So then I see I have art, film, crafts, dance. I got it. And if I click on health and human services, I get, okay, dentistry, healthcare. Okay, so I can drill down. If I don't know what I want, I can just drill down these details all the way in this tree. Likewise with liberal arts, world languages, philosophy. Likewise mathematics, science and engineering, electrical engineering, nuclear engineering, anatomy, aerospace. And kind of similar with social behavior, sciences, archaeology, anthropology, religious studies, kinesiology and athletics, physical education, sports and coaching, business, accounting, marketing, project management. Okay, so let's say I go to the 8 categories, areas. I select one category, TVET. I saw there were a bunch of different curriculums. And the first one I remember was advanced manufacturing. Let's try that one and see what happens.
Advanced manufacturing, agriculture, aircraft maintenance,
Okay.
architecture.
So let me stop you there. So under advanced manufacturing, we have history of manufacturing, computer-aided design, and 3D printing, metals, alloys, ceramics. I can drill on any of these, but I click here 3D printing. So let's have a look. What's happening then? Tell me. So, okay, I have a lesson plan. It generates automatically a lesson plan for me. So I can select there either introduction, show 3D printed object, show and tell the 3D printed components, and demonstration of printing. So I click on demonstration of printing. I want to do a lesson on that. And then it automatically generates the knowledge portal for the 3D printer. And that first comes with, it kind of reverse everything we do now. Today we start with the 3D assets, which is the most heavy one. And if you're on a bad connection, you never get to the interesting thing. And if there's no 3D model, then you're also lost. So you create a big risk for dissatisfaction. Either it goes too slow or you don't get what you want. By reversing that, by starting with the AI avatar explanation, you for sure get a very nice description of this 3D printer. Then you get the text description. Then you get an image. With scraping, we know 100% we get it. And you get the video. So by then, this will be spatially placed, so you're in a good position. And then, of course, you get the 3D assets. The AI avatar explanation, we know what it is. So he's talking a short description about exactly what a 3D printer is. The text description is the same thing, but in text that is displayed in the portal. The image, as the name implies, is the image that today we have in the knowledge portal, but here we are talking about moving that and scaling that and attaching it to a wall to make it much more spatial. And likewise with the video. And finally, 3D assets. That's where the coronation of our knowledge experience comes in, with all the things that we know with assessment portals and interactions and etc. So that's when show and tell comes in regarding this with the 3D assets.
Advanced manufacturing.
Okay, just a second. I'll stop there. Now, what does this mean? So all we did now, we just selected create, okay? So we went in create. We got from in the template hierarchy or the prompt hierarchy, we started with category areas. Then we reviewed the underlying categories, 87 of them. Then we understand there's about 6-7 lessons for each curriculum. That gives us almost 522 lessons. And then there was at least 3 assets. And then there's a lot of annotation. So by drilling this, which is the one way, we get that. I could have just jumped and said honey badger or anything, right? So there, again, we start with voice, then we go to image, so we reverse it in order to make sure that everybody gets a satisfactory experience at the same time that we actually, it goes smooth in terms of download. But after that, we can do assessment, interaction, language, publishing. We can generate the AI report. Now, in the next chapter, I will talk about what happens if you, instead of create, say assist, where you interact with the real world. Similar, but slightly different. And I will also share what happens when you click on library. That's kind of more evident because you gotta go to our interface. And then other segments, we'll talk about that next time. So let's look a little bit in detail. I did a little cartoon. So you can see here, as you could see in my video, you started with the AI portal. What would you like to do? Then you have 4 choices: create, assist, library, prompts. You must select one. You select create. In that, you select the category area. I selected TVET, one of the 8 categories. Under that, there's advanced manufacturing, many, as you know. I select one, advanced manufacturing. Then I select one lesson, which is the 3D printing. And then for that 3D printer, I get the knowledge portal where I start first with description, what verbally and text, then I get an image. This image I can move around, so it's not locked in the knowledge portal like today, but you can actually detach it and put it on a wall or scale it. Then video, same thing. Then we have 3D asset, here my 3D printer, the annotation. Then I can actually start doing show and tell. So I can look at it, show and tell about that environment. Then after that you can go to auto assessments. You can generate, identify, I'm here now, identify, locate, quiz, 3D recording. Then you can go to interaction, generate, show, fire, explosion, sound. Then you can select a new language, so you can click on Spanish, Swedish, Chinese, English, etc., French eventually. And then you can publish this public, private, institution. And then you can generate your report. And then you can have the creative session where you can do text prompts to image, sound. So that's that. Next time again, this is all create. We'll go for assist, which is very exciting what you do in real life. So with this approach, the pioneers were already happy. Those are unfortunately just less than 5%. The people that are willing to do something but needed help are now helped with the EON AI portal structure that we have, helping them drill down. The lazy ones, or the one they want to offer this as a playground for students, will obviously have the library, but also a very structured approach to find what they need. We also do, as we said in the sales meeting, instead of going from the heavy, the red, to the thin, which means that the biggest pain is inflicted on the customer in the first seconds because you have to wait and wait and wait for the 3D model to load. We reverse it, so you start with the text, then voice, image, video, and then 3D. This way we make sure that it's a good experience. And we don't force feed them. You saw it, but you can check certain things if you don't want others. But this is, so we don't, we spoon feed them. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much. To be continued. Eventually this will be hopefully by Sunday, not hopefully, by Sunday, a full video with all this, with concrete example for everything. It's very exciting. Thank you.